ask Chad Bishop, please.
First point of order. Under the persons wishing to address the school board, it says the speaker is limited to 5 minutes regardless of the number of subjects the person wishes to cover. If multiple individuals sign up to speak on the same topic, total testimony on the topic shall be limited to 15 minutes per side of the issue as determined by the president.
Yeah, and it's non-agenda items that we're on, not agenda. And you also put on yours continue to learn plan, which is also in the realm of masks in the school. So that falls in the same category.
Okay. Then I'll skip the first two topics. You'll have a copy of those in your inbox.
Thank you.
Sorry. With respect to continue to learn, on this topic, I must once again stress I claim no credentials or special training. I'm synthesizing the information I offer here. Oh, wait, you want my name? Chad Bishop, 7405 South Valencia Drive, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I will say, my wife and I are eager and thankful that we're about to be back in the classroom for our 10th calendar year as all city parents. With our 3 girls, that's 17 years worth of commitment time, every minute treasured. So on this topic, I am synthesizing the information I offer here as accurately and credibly as I can. The references mentioned should be in your inboxes. I realize it is more contentious than other topics, but just as important. I reserve the right to be wrong. I would note that the words vaccine or vaccination appear 38 times in your continue to learn plan. This is both appropriate and responsible given your obligations. I acknowledge that your plan does not require vaccination for either students or staff. However, there are several points in the plan where children and staff who are not vaccinated are encouraged to behave differently than their peers. We all know while you are not requesting vaccination status records, kids talk. This information will be discussed in the school. Acknowledging this, I would respectfully ask that you add an additional category of COVID-19 recovered. This would be understood as someone who was diagnosed with a positive RT-PCR assay and or IgG antibody test, or perhaps even an adaptive T-cell response assay. One can credibly argue that they should be considered immunologically equivalent as a vaccine or a vaccinated person. It follows that your policy should treat it as such. The rebuttal to this point is often that we don't know how long immunity lasts. My counter would be to offer the article referenced, published July 14th of the year in the journal Cell. The credible article states, most recovered COVID-19 patients mount broad, durable immunity after infection. Neutralizing antibodies show biphasic decay with half-lives over 200 days. That's the extent length of the study. It will go longer. Spike IgG memory B cells increase and persist post-infection. Durable polyfunctional CD4 and CD8 T cells recognize distinct viral epitope regions. In addition to these conclusions, please consider that those of us who have recovered from COVID-19 likely have an often omitted immunological advantage. This would be the presence of IgA antibodies in the mucosal layer of our lungs and respiratory system. As referenced, Wall Street Journal finally brought this up this week. The referenced NIH and Frontiers of Immunology references effectively describe why this layer of immunity, why this layer of immunity is not conferred upon those who receive an intramuscular injection of the current vaccines on offer here in the US. This is not to say I'm anti-vax, this is just to acknowledge what natural immunity is. Again, I respectfully request that you update your continue to learn policy to reflect these facts. Should you decline, I would respectfully request that you quantify the decision. I share your goals of making the Sioux Falls School District the best district in the country. Thank you for your thoughtful consideration in these matters. As always, I'd be happy to remain after and chat with these topics at your convenience. In addition, I would like to offer that you put forth and support proposals to do serological antibody surveys statewide so that we can learn how many of our population are actually immune. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you all for public input. We take